Let me ask you something real quick. Think about the last meal that you ate. Not yesterday, not last week, the very last thing that you put in your body. Now be honest with yourself. Did that meal actually help your body? Or did it just take up space? See, most people don't eat bad food. They just simply eat incomplete food. And tonight, it isn't about changing what you eat. It's about finishing what you already eat. Okay? Because the problem isn't pizza or sandwiches or wraps or eggs. The problem is that you guys are eating them alone. I'm not a nutrition influencer. I don't sell supplements. I don't sell motivation. I grow food, real food, grown locally, harvested fresh. Over time, I started noticing something strange, guys. The people ordering from us weren't fitness junkies, right? They weren't supplement chasers. They weren't people that are just trying to find a new diet all completely, right? They were busy parents, just like you and I. They were hardworking professionals, okay? People who wanted to eat better, but they didn't want another plan. They didn't want to change things around, right? So that's when everything clicked. People don't fail at eating healthy because they're lazy. They fail because healthy options require too much effort. Let's be honest with each other, okay? And here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to talk about. So even people who try to eat healthy, they're still undernourished, right? Grocery store greens, they look fresh, but many are over a week old. You know that look, right? You look at them, and just look all down, right? And you'll see people over there, they'll get 2 or 3 tomatoes, and they'll pick one, they'll put the rest back, and they'll pick up another 3 or 4 tomatoes, and they'll pick one, and they'll put them back. And you see them do that with like cabbage, and they'll do that with lettuce, and all. We've all seen it, right? They've traveled, they've sat, they've lost their punch, right? But your body can't run on empty nutrients. So what do? We drink more coffee, we buy other supplements, we blame ourselves. But what if your body isn't broken? What if it's just undersupplied? Okay? There's a category of food that skips all of that. Harvested young, packed with nutrients. They're ready in 7 to 10 days, guys. I keep saying it and I keep telling you guys. Microgreens, guys. Microgreens. They're more than just a garnish, right? They're not just a garnish. They're not just a trend. If they were just a trend, they would be gone. You wouldn't be seeing them around. I wouldn't still be talking about them. If they were, if chefs wouldn't use them as a garnish if all they did was look pretty, right? They have to bring value to the plate. They're packed with massive amounts of nutrition. It has an explosion of flavor in them. They're concentrated vegetables and herbs, guys. You don't replace meals with them. You simply upgrade meals. Eggs, boom, upgraded. Sandwiches, wraps, salads, bow, upgraded. Same food, just a better outcome. And some people hear this and they think, well, healthy food is expensive. But let's be real. $5 disappears every day, right? Coffee, snacks, impulse foods, add-ons. But $5 in nutrients, that compounds. Others think, other beliefs that we've run across is that I won't be consistent. Well, while we're being honest with each other, guys, that's because consistency fails where effort is high, right? Microgreens don't ask you to change your routine. They just simply show up ready to upgrade what you're eating. Interesting is, here's what we learned. One-time buyers, guys, they like microgreens, but subscribers, they use microgreens, okay? Because when they're in the fridge, right, you reach for them. They reach for them. So we built a simple weekly subscription designed for real life applications. Real people just like you and I. No contracts, no pressure, cancel anytime. And we structure it around how people actually live, guys, like real time living every day like you and I, right? So we have the starter upgrade. This is for the person who just wants to begin, right? 1 fresh pack each week. That's perfect for adding 1 to 2 meals a day, right? And it starts at less than what most people spend on snacks in a week, okay? It's not a commitment, it's more of a permission slip. Then we have the weekly essential, which is our most popular, right? This is where most people land at. 2 fresh packs every single week, right? That's enough to use daily without thinking. This is the difference between trying something and becoming someone who just does it, all right? So still below what most people spend on supplements. And this is actual real food, guys. Then also we have the household flow. This one is for families, guys. This one is for you families out there. 3 to 4 packs weekly. We have enough for multiple people. There's enough to never run out. And parents, they love this tier because it upgrades meals without turning dinner into a debate or a big old hassle, right? So per serving, this costs less than processed snacks, guys, right? Less than a honey bun per serving. It's crazy, right? And then you have the set and forget. And this one is for people who don't want to think about nutrition at all. An abundance pack every single week, best of the harvest selection, priority access. This exists because once people feel the difference in their bodies, right, in their lifestyle, they don't want to go without it, right? It's awesome. It's amazing, guys. It really is. Guys, none of these tiers lock you in. You can pause them at any time. You can skip a week. You can cancel. You can upgrade. You can downgrade, right? We did that on purpose because confidence doesn't need pressure, guys. And this isn't a sales trick. This is simply access, okay? This isn't about changing who you are. This is about making healthy choices the easy choice, okay? Now, if you're already eating, which I know all of you are, you might as well upgrade, right? Choose the tier that fits your life right now for the applications that you're doing right now. I promise you guys, your future self is going to thank you. Racked Out Farms is here to help you guys, and I'm looking forward to filling your orders.